Hello guys, welcome to my channel Fam IT World. If you're new, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time a new video is uploaded. So in the last video, we saw about the Python introduction and installation. In this video, let's talk about some basics of Python. Variables. In Python, variable is a name which acts as a reference to the object. In Python, variables are created when you assign a value to it. There are some rules defined for declaring a variable in Python. It can contain alphabets, lowercase or uppercase. It can contain digits 0 to 9, but not in the starting of the variable. It can contain underscore symbol. Please note that identifiers is case sensitive. So now we have seen the definition of variables and rules to define a variable. It's time to put our hands on practice. You need to define a variable with a value, or else Python will give you an error called name error. Let's have a look. See, name error which says name A is not defined. So you need to declare a variable with a value to it. So A equal to 10. So it's fine. So before going into the deeper of variable, let me just explain you something. When you type 10 and click enter, what happens is Python creates an integer object and assigns a value 10 to it. So every value has a type in Python. So to know that, you just click the following command, type and 10. Type 10. So it was an integer object. In Python, everything is an object. So Python was smart enough to identify the value and it assigns an integer object to it. So now, if you don't have a variable, you cannot reuse the value 10. So here comes the role of the variable. So when you type a equal to 10, what Python does is it creates an integer object and assigns a value 10 to it, and n will act as a reference to that object. So you can recall this object with a variable, like you can type a. So to know the address of the variable a, you can just type the following command, id of a. Of a. So this is the address. So now we have seen about variables. Now let's jump into the other topic called data types. There are different data types in Python. They are integer, float, complex, boolean, strings, bytes, byte array, list, tuple, range, set, frozen set, dictionary, and none. In this video, let's discuss about the basic data types like integer, float, complex, boolean, and strings. Integer data type. Integer data type is used to represent the whole numbers, like a equal to 10. Now type of a is integer. As we said earlier, in Python, everything is an object. So in Python, from Python 3 onwards, we don't have long data type. So integer is used to represent the long integral values also. For example, I can say a equal to some big values, and if you see type of a is integer. The next data type is float data type. Float data type is used to represent decimal values. For example, b equal to 10.5. So if we check the type of b is float. The third data type is complex numbers. So complex number is mixed with the real part and the imaginary part. So they are defined as like 1 plus 2j. So you can check the type of a is complex. You can also have integral values, decimal values like 10.5 plus 2.5j. So type of A is complex. The next data type is Boolean. The only allowed for the Boolean data types are true and false. Internally, Python represents true as 1 and false as 0. So you can, for true, you have to like mention capital T and then RUE. Now you can check the type of A. So it's bool and B equal to, B is equal to false, type of B. It's a bool. So as I said, internally Python treats true as 1 and false as 0. Let's check that. D equal to true plus false. So if you check the type of D, it's integral. So let's check the value. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So now let's discuss about the string data type. String is a sequence of character enclosed with either single quotes or double quotes. So let's see that. S equal to fam IT world. So now you can print the S and you can also check the type of S. So it's a string. As we said, we can enclose it with either single quotes or double quotes. So let's check with the double quotes. So and then type of yes. It's fam IT world. So there are different functions available for this string objects. So if you want to check the length of the string, you can make use of len function. It will give the length of the string. Then if suppose you want to find a particular character's index, say suppose now we have fam IT world. So in yes we have fam IT world. So we want to know the first occurred F. So you can just type s dot find of F. So to go from the reverse direction, what was it? To go it from the reverse direction, you can just click s dot or find of F. So actually, this is not the perfect example. Let's use a one more string like Malayal. Say Malayalam. Okay. So now there are 3A, 2M, 2L. Okay. So I want to know from the start position what is the first, what is the index of first M. So I can directly click s dot find of M. Now I want to know from the reverse direction, I can just click s dot r find of M. It gives me the last index where the first where is the character M first index occurs. So now the next functionality is like the split function. Say in s equal to fam IT world. So now let's split this string. You can directly use xps dot split. Now you can print it with the for loop. X print of that's it. We have different functions. So now you can also use the case like s dot uppercase s dot, sorry, it's not uppercase, it's just dot capitalize, it will capitalize, and then there is something called swap case. Yeah. And the next topic we'll be discussing is called string slicing. This is a very important concept. The syntax of string slicing is it will have a begin, end, and step. Default begin value is 0 and default step value is 1. If the step value is 1 is positive, the slicing will move in the forward direction. If the step value is negative, the slicing will move in the backward direction. For example, if the string slicing says like start from 0 till position 2 with a step 1, which means start from 0. Before I go to 0, like let's check the step value. Step value is positive, that means in forward direction it will go. So 0, 1 and 2, so it will be -1, so FA. And now the second string says 0 to nothing, it means till the end of the document, and then it says -1, so which means it will be in the negative direction. So it starts from 0 till end, there is nothing, so it will just print F. Now the third, it says 0 to 8, step value 1, so it is positive, so that means F A M I T W O R, till here it will print. So now it says start value is 0, end value is 8, and step value is 2. That means it will skip 2. So which means F, M, T and O. So now here start value is F, start value is 5, end value is 9, and the step value is -1. So which means this is the start and this is the end. But the step value says -1, so it will move in the negative direction. So when it moves in the negative direction, it will never get 9. So it will print an empty string. Let's see this in practice. So let's put string slicing on practice. So as we said, we'll have a string called as FAMIT world. S equal to FAMIT world. So first string says S of S begins with 0, ends with 2 with a step value 1, which means it starts from 0, ends till 2 with a step value 1, which means it will move in forward direction. So n minus 1, so it will print FA. So let's check that. S of 0 to 2, step value 1. So it prints FA. So I said if it is positive value, it will move forward direction. If it is negative value, it will move in backward direction. What happens if the step value is 0? Let's check that. 0 to step value 0. Python throws an error saying that slice step cannot be 0. So we cannot have a 0 step value. So next we set 0 till the end of the string with the -1. Step value -1, which means it will move from the backward direction. So it's saying 0 till the end of the document, but since the step value is -1, it will move the backward direction. So there is nothing over here. So it will just print F. So let's see that. Yes, 0 till -1 means till end -1. So it will print only F. So next we said from 0 till 8 with a step value of 1. Step value 1 positive, so it means it will move forward direction. So let's check that. S of 0, 8, 1. So FAMIT WR. So let's check this empty string. So let's say S of 5, 9 and -1. It will print an empty string because we are saying the start index as 5. So it will start here and the end index as 9. But since the step value is -1, it will move in the backward direction. So it will start from here. I mean from 5. It will move in the backward direction. It will never reach 9 because after 0 it will be the negative value. There's nothing over here. So that's why it prints the empty string. So that's it for today, guys. See you in the other video. Thank you.